Communication is always vital when competing in tournaments. Winning a match requires perfect coordination. You cannot win by yourself.
Raid Call. Communication for winners.
G'day guys and welcome to Warcraft News. G'day guys, so there hasn't been a great deal of news coming out up until the last sort of couple of days, and it has just exploded. MMO Champion have been going crazy with all the information coming out with patch 5.4 coming. There is a ton of stuff happening. There's a whole stack of class changes coming out. I'm not going to go over them all, otherwise it'll be an hour-long video, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's going to change anyway, so keep an eye on your character so you can sort of get a feel on where it's headed from, so just keep an eye on all that. But first thing I want to talk about is the virtual realms. Now, it's kind of like the whole phasing thing, like if you go to the Dark Portal and you always have those clowns sitting there ready to gank your level, your low level going into the portal. Well, that's going to happen a lot more now, so it may influence a little bit more world PvP, but just not sure how it's going to feel yet. So if you don't know what a virtual realm is, basically they're going to take a whole bunch of different servers and merge them all together. But you will still be logging into your server. So we'll take Kalstraz and Darkspear, for example. That's not going to happen. One's Oceanic and one is US server. What is going to happen is that you're still going to log into your different servers, but essentially you're going to be on the one server. Now, I think the reason that Blizzard are doing this is not because they want to make it all easier for all of us and make it all friendly and have more people to party with and PvP and make bigger guilds to do better raids with and that sort of stuff. I think it's just simply the cutting cost. If you still log into your server and still log into the other server, and your friends and all this sort of stuff, but essentially you're on one server, then with the loss of the subscriptions and all that sort of stuff, they're looking at ways to try and counterbalance losing the money. So I'm positive that they are just simply cutting down the cost with eliminating servers, but not essentially killing or culling the server and forcing you to join a new server, because that would upset a lot of people, which is fair enough. So I think this is a very clever move on Blizzard to be able to cut their costs down and also keep everybody happy. So what do you think on this whole new virtual realm stuff? New in patch 5.4, Proving Grounds. Now, I think this is a fantastic idea, just on every level that it exists. Now, it's kind of like the Brawlers Guild kind of thing, where you can go in and test your skills, but the Brawlers Guild was pretty much just for damage only, and it didn't really help tanks, although tanks could get it done because tanks still do like big damage. But as a healer, you had no chance. You couldn't heal those things to death. So with the Proving Grounds is that they're going to have different scenarios for healers, tanks, and DPS. Now, I presume that there's going to be a 3-man team in each of this thing, and if you queue up as a healer, you're going to have a tank and a DPS. If you queue up as a DPS, you'll have a tank and a healer, and if you queue up as a tank, you'll have a DPS and a healer, and vice versa. You know what I'm getting at. And essentially, the further you go up in the levels, the harder it's going to be. So, like the first one, you could probably get away with a renew and an auto swing to win, kind of thing. And then after that, it's going to take 2 renews and 2 auto swings, and then after that, it's going to take a judgment maybe and an auto swing, and you know what I'm trying to get here. So it's going to let you practice your class and get good at it before you go out and piss everybody off in either arenas, battlegrounds, RBGs, you name it, 5-man instances. It's going to let you get used to your class and not just sit there and auto swing on a dummy. Because there's only so much you can do with auto swinging on a dummy until you sort of get the pressure of different things happening, whether it be scripted or live or dynamic, whatever. This is a fantastic idea which should have been in the game from the start, and I think a lot of other games will take on this feature and implement it into their game, and I really think it's going to... Well, I hope it's going to fix some of the bads in the game so you don't sit there ripping your hair out and stuff. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also in patch 5.4, there's going to have this raid flexibility thing. Now, basically, the gist is if you can't fill a squad of 10 or 25 people, man, depending on what sort of raid you're doing, you'll be able to do something just outside that. So say on your 25-man raid night, you can only get 23 people or 24 people. You'll still be able to go and raid and get all your rep and all this sort of stuff, but you won't be able to get the same sort of items. Now, the item level will be somewhere in between a normal raid and a LFR, and it'll still let you raid. Now, if you're only one person short, you're probably just going to do the normal 25-man and not worry about the flexible raid. But the thing is, if you have, say, 16 people online, you can go do a raid, and like I said, you'll be able to get your rep and this sort of stuff. Now, I think this is not a bad idea, just quietly. Sometimes, you just don't feel like raiding, and it lets the whole guild down, and it makes you feel like really bad or whatever, and then you've just got the other people that just want to raid and just sort of do something. So I really think this is a good step in the right direction. It caters a little bit more to the casual people and all that sort of stuff, but that's what we've come to expect from Blizzard. So let me know what you think in a comment down below. Also in patch 5.4, it looks like the Shah are taking over even more. Now, MMO Champion have released some beautiful pictures, and there will be a link to the full gallery down below if you want to have a look at them, or you could download the PTAR and have a look for yourself. But it looks like something from the Zerg from StarCraft, where it keeps spreading, eventually to world domination. So, I haven't read up on the storyline yet, but it will be interesting to see where this is all headed. Maybe there's a new boss that's going to be coming out. So, I'm not sure about that just yet. So, enjoy the photos. And there are just one sort of quick change to Hunters this week that's on live. Now, basically, their Stampede got nerfed, and they only do auto attacks. They can't use their special bite abilities, claw abilities, or anything like that anymore. So, the Stampede got nerfed, and Arcane Shot, Cobra Shot, and Steady Shot now do 10% more damage. So that's a little bit worrying, because Arcane Shot did a whole bunch of damage already. And Blink Strike now requires a minimum distance of 10 yards to be used, so they can't just sort of blink all over the place anymore. So a quick sort of change to Hunters. I don't think they needed to do any more damage. Did you? Now, I want to finish this video with just a quick little rant. This one will just be quick. Now, I was just looking through the internets, and I found out that Guild Wars 2 are introducing a spectator mode for PvP. Yep. That crappy-ass shit game now has spectator mode for PvP, and Blizzard still won't implement it for a decent game. So, hate on me if you like. Guild Wars 2, for me, in my eyes, was a huge flop, but that's just my preference. Don't hate me for it. It's just how it is. Alright guys, I'm going to finish the video up here for this week. Remember, this is the last one on the Daramic channel. The news videos are finally coming back to my channel. There's some very, very funny looking news videos on my channel from the first 20 or so I did. So if you want to check them out, you can look for it yourself. They are awful. Alright guys, remember to subscribe to the Daramic channel, subscribe to my channel, like the video, do me a favor, share this with your friends, and as always, stay beautiful.